You know what pisses me off?
What?
April Fool's Day promotion posts. That shit gets me every fucking time.
My favorite April Fool's thing this year I seen was Adam 22's post.
I didn't see that one. What was it? Oh, God. No way. Okay. That's fucked. Is it episode 99 now?
Bro, it is episode 99.
That means that actually next week's episode has to be something.
I was thinking the show. We should try to get an episode after or before the show.
We have to have... Fuck, we have to... I wanted to do... Shit, we're shitty podcasters because way back, like, ahead of schedule, like, back in episode, like, 80, I was, like, thinking about what I wanted to do for episode 100. And I had this idea to have, like, a reunion episode where we have, like, a boatload of the guests from before, and we kind of have a get-together at the house, and we cycle through them, like, every 10 minutes practically. That would be a lot to coordinate, but we could try and do that. Maybe we'll call in a bunch of guests. I don't know. I want to do something special. But shit, we got a few things to get into. We got a couple things to speak on.
I mean, we
did a couple things.
What did we do? The 50 episode? We did a collage or something like that? Or was it?
Shit, did we do? I don't think we did anything for 50. I think we've just been doing compilations every year.
Oh, it's just been a yearly thing.
And then, other than that, we haven't had any, like, celebratory episodes. There are, like, a boatload of guests that I want to have on just for whatever reason. Well, I know the reason. We've been focused so much on, like, the clothing brand rollout and everything that I think sometimes it becomes a lot to balance coordinating podcast guests and like planning new stuff for that at the same time as trying to run a small business like with a small team. It can be quite difficult, but here let's start the episode off with a little game.
Are we going to try to guess the size?
Show me 6 inches.
I knew you were going to do that shit. All right.
So this is a...
6.
Tell me when you're ready.
Right there.
Right there?
Yeah.
5.5 inches, about 5 3/4. You're pretty close. I was playing this game. Is this like a dick game?
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
I've always thought it's a dick game, but I didn't know.
A lot of people think it's like smaller or bigger than what it is.
Yeah, okay. Dumb thing. I have a question. Like, so if you're like, all right, show me 6 inches, and then you pull out smaller than 6 inches, is that implying that your dick's bigger than you think or smaller than you think?
Bigger.
So no, okay, so say you say, all right, show me 6 inches, and he pulls out 4 inches because he thinks that's 6 inches. Wouldn't that mean that your dick's actually smaller than you think?
Well, I guess. I don't know.
I think the implication is that people will be like, oh yeah, my dick's 6 to 7 inches.
Yeah, because of the way, if you pull out bigger, then you think it's...
Then you think 6 inches is actually bigger than it is, which means your dick would be bigger.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought, but I was always a little bit confused. Like, if a guy, I mean, it also could mean that you're just, like, not smart or not good at guessing shapes.
Yeah, buddy.
But, you want me to play the game?
Turn.
I mean, see, if I wanted to, like, be meta about this, I can, after speaking about what certain things mean, I could just be like, all right, is this 6 inches? You know what I mean? I'll actually try.
Yeah, you need to actually try.
But when I'm playing this game, I'm thinking about inches, not my dick. And that sounds like probably a cop-out. I'll go with that.
Bro, you're a gangster. Dude, you had it right on it for like a minute, and then you were like up, and then you went down.
I had it up. I had it at a certain point that I was about to stop at, and I was like, that's too big. I don't know what that means about my dick, but... how big's your dick, Marquise? I was trying to get a spit take there. We're not good. We don't need. Stop.
What's up with the cleaver though?
That's a good question. A good transformation into this next topic. I don't know if you know this, but I actually went to West Virginia again.
Yeah, I saw.
Quite possibly. I'll probably go there one more time, and I'll tell you why. But yeah, I went to West Virginia, and it was to help Cole's family kind of move the stuff out of his grandma's house because they have this property that's been in their family for a long, long time, and his grandma used to live there for like a lot of her life, I believe, and she had been living there alone, and then recently, like a little bit before Cole passed, she moved out and came back to live with Cole's parents / her kids, but she unfortunately the state that the house is in and the work that's required for the property, also at her age, like her being out 20 minutes from the nearest like civilization type thing, like she's like 15 minutes from the nearest gas station and 20 minutes from like the nearest like actual, like Walmart.
Just anything in general. Yeah.
So she's out in the middle of the woods in a house that like every month or so there's something new that needs done for it, and that's being like positive about it. You know what I mean? Like they have running water in one of the bathrooms. So it's just the house isn't in a state where she should be. She's not in a state, and the house is not in a state for her to be living alone there. So she needs to move out, and now the house is just sitting there costing everybody money.
Damn, okay.
And unfortunately, like they can't sell the house because, it's just the bank.
Yeah.
So long story short, that we had to get them moved out of that house and get the stuff that they cared about, and it was an interesting trip. It was me and a couple of Cole's friends, our friends, and his grandma, his mom, dad, And so we went out there to do all that, and it's, first of all, the Cleaver. When I was out there, it's weird to talk about. So this is the same way. I was the same way I was with Cole's apartment getting moved out of. Like, I'm in there, like, trying to think of things that are worth keeping for memory's sake, and also, like, to just help with, like, not leaving so much stuff to just get thrown out or sold or whatever. I'm looking for stuff like, okay, this might be an interesting thing to grab, or I don't know. Just, yeah. I think it's my brain's weird way of trying to, like, hold on to stuff. I don't know. So I saw her house is filled with, like, stuff from, like, the 1900, like 1850. Like, she has some crazy stuff in there, like really cool stuff.
Maybe that's where he got his antique.
Well, actually, I learned it was sad. It's a really dense subject, actually, because it was, first of all, like, it was sad going there because at first, like, I was trying to, like, make the best of it and, like, have a good time with the friends that we went out with. But as it went on, like, talking to his mom and his grandma, like, you start talking about his past and his childhood and just old memories and all that stuff, and it starts. By the end of the trip, I found myself, like, wanting more than ever to just, like, talk to him and give him a fucking hug. Like, it just, like, by the end of the trip, I was, like, I just kept respecting and appreciating him more and more. Yeah. Because I was learning even little details about him that I didn't even know from his mom. And it was just, it all kind of came to a head emotionally, like, the day we got back home, and also like, the day we left when everything was, like, done, we spread some of his ashes out in West Virginia. Okay. And that was a tough thing to do.
Yeah, of course.
And, like, I also thought that it was going to be a lot of more work than it was. So as I said, she has big property there, and it's a grandma's house. So grandma's houses typically are filled with stuff, like, not only stuff that they've collected over their lives, but, like, family stuff and, like, stuff that's been in the family for generations. Like, just like culminates all at grandma's house, as it feels like. So I knew how much stuff was there. There's her house, and there's also like a few other like shed garage buildings, like a total of like 4 buildings there.
Damn.
And I was originally thinking we were going out there to like pack everything up. And I was like, this is going to be so tough because I knew like they wanted to get there on Saturday and leave on Sunday. And I was like, there's no way.
Yeah,
like, how are we going to move all
pack.
of this stuff out? Like, that's going to be nearly impossible. Like, we rented a U-Haul and we had like 3 or 4 people to do it.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, this is going to suck so bad. And then it turns out that they only wanted a handful of things moved out. And the rest of it, they just wanted to be like free of the hassle and stress of dealing with the house. So pretty much they got their key important things out of the house and we moved those. And then like everything else they left up to like an auctioneer to sell. And the only reason I really bring that detail up is because I have a whole thought on this. Like, it felt so scammy. Like, I know that you're kind of doing it to avoid stress and like save time.
Yeah.
Because selling a house, selling things in houses takes a lot of time. You have to find the right people. So if you don't want to have to deal with that and you're okay with taking a huge loss in profits, then you would go this route. But like even still, like hearing this guy comes in and he starts talking about like, oh yeah, I always hate to tell people this, but like we're not getting the same amount of money that we used to get from this kind of stuff. Like it's no one wants it or it's not selling for anything, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like hearing this and I'm like, fuck this guy. And this is also probably just coming from my grieving emotions and shit. I'm pissed and sad. And I'm just like, dude, This guy's a piece of shit. Like he was nice and all, but I'm like, you're just trying to scam this family out of getting profit. Because he's like talking about, oh yeah, this used to go for this much, but now it doesn't. Nobody wants it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, nobody wants it if you just start a garage sale in the middle of West Virginia and try and sell it in a day. Yeah, you're not going to get the best money for it. But if you find the right people for it, then yeah, you're going to make some money.
For sure.
And so I kind of tested him.
Who wants to hear that, though? Like, oh, I could have sold it like this, but yeah, you're getting it this way now.
Well, he's talking about like, oh, the way the economy is.
I know, but like.
And then also, so I was like, I'm going to test this guy. And I walk up to him. I'm like, this piano, though, like, that would sell for something, right? And he says the same hoopla. He's like, back in the day, you used to sell a piano for blah, 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 but now nobody wants it. It's like, bro, I know for a fucking fact, find the right guy that wants a piano, they will pay for a piano. And pianos are not cheap, so you're capping. And maybe you're not capping, but, like, you're not being smart about this. And maybe like, everybody involved in this transaction is just doing it the fastest and easiest way possible. Like, Cole's family wants to go through an auctioneer to get rid of it as quick and easy as possible, and the auctioneer is going to sell it for low prices as quick and easy as possible. But at the end of the day, if you took your time and looked in the right places, you could make a fortune out of the stuff in that house. Like, there's like historical things. There's tools from like the 1800s. There's like war bonds, like just like crazy shit in there. But you'd have to just diligently find the right people to buy it. And in the middle of West Virginia, there's not a whole lot of people that are going to be paying top dollar for shit like pianos and historical artifacts type shit.
Yeah.
And like fine china and stuff. But I was kind of pissed off by that. They did end up getting connected with a guy that apparently is, I guess, better at finding the right people for these things, and so maybe they won't get screwed too bad.
Is there like a time limit or a time frame they have to get all this stuff like sold and stuff, or
Cole's family or the auctioneer?
Auctioneer.
I think no. I think because what they do is they give you a check for everything.
Yeah,
and then at that point it's like theirs. So the only time limit is how long they want that stuff taking up whatever storage space they have.
So they basically come in and quote on what it would be. They come back to you and, hey, well, take everything for this price.
Here's a check, and now we haul this out for you, move it to a storage unit, and then we'll bring people out to that storage unit and just have people run through it, almost like a garage sale. Okay. Which is why this guy's not getting shit for the stuff, because you're having people from all around West Virginia, or even in a small community of West Virginia, walk their happy ass to a storage unit to try and get deals buying the stuff that you paid families for.
Yeah.
So you have to go find like the right people and shit. So it's just not gonna sell for much. So that was kind of bothering me, but because like I've had conversations with Cole about like how badly he wanted to keep that house in the family.
Oh, I know. I've had conversations with Cole about
that. And then like I've even talked to him about like he would go back and forth with his family over versus like taking the easy route, which they're doing, versus like actually taking the time to sell it to the right people. And he would have definitely tried to sell it to the right people because he thinks the same thing I do. Like, I mean, it's true. If you find the right people, you can make a lot of money off this stuff.
Yeah.
He knew some of it wouldn't, but like a piano, like that you find the right person, they're gonna pay you a decent amount. And from the sounds of it, it almost sounded like you wouldn't like the check they would give the family wouldn't be much more than like what you get selling a piano for like a really good price. You know what I mean? Like it didn't sound like they would be getting much. But fingers crossed.
Making it sound like they're taking like a $600 piano and selling it for $50.
Type shit.
Yeah.
If even. Don't quote me on this, but I swear he said like $20 for the piano. It's like, bro, that's insane. Like that's actually insane. But dude, so another thing that happened on that trip, we went to this like super like, okay, it's this restaurant that's been around for like since Cole's mom was a kid.
Okay.
And I don't know, like West Virginia isn't doing too hot. Like the recession hit them hard as fuck. A lot of businesses are failing there. There's whole towns that are like ghost towns now because they just go abandoned. And you know, meth is a huge problem over there. Not even joking. Like Cole would tell me when he did a bit of time living in West Virginia, you either meet people that are like way older than you and like on a completely different vibe, or like deep into alcoholism, or they're meth heads. So like he would try and meet friends or get girls. Like one time he went to a bar and he's talking it up with this girl, going back and forth. It's going pretty well. He says she's kind of nice and looks good. And then at the end of the conversation, she's like, "Hey, you want to go out back to my car and smoke some meth?" Oh, like it's just that prevalent.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah. So I say all this to say, like, this restaurant has like stuck it out by being just solid food for a good deal, and like it somehow has like stayed around for so long. But it's like a old fashioned like classic homey diner kind of place. And you walk in there, and I have some pictures that we could put up probably, but it's just like it's a blast from the past. And like it really feels its type of way walking in there.
Yeah.
But like you look at the reviews and it's like great, you know, like road food, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 hot dogs, 2 of them chili dogs, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 burgers and 4 fries.
Holy shit, okay.
How much do you think that all that was? I was blown away by the price, but I've said that I've done this with a few people, and sometimes...
Wait, okay, so 8 burgers.
8 burgers, 4 hot dogs, 4 fries. If you want to see it,
hold on.
We'll put this up too.
Okay, let me see this. It'll help me calculate.
I was like, because... Let's just start here, like even at Wendy's. At Wendy's, which is a cheap place, you're probably going to be getting into the 40s, 50s.
$36.82.
See, it pisses me off because you're not far off. I'm thinking it's a crazy deal. It was $33.
Oh, fuck.
I thought that was a crazy deal because they're like, it's not just like a little McDonald's cheeseburger.
No,
like,
that is, yeah.
My burger was like a quarter pound of beef with like all the toppings and shit. It was good food. But I was like shocked. I was like, damn, 30. Because, bro,
Well, hot dogs kind of sell for cheap.
that's the thing.
The hot dogs,
8 burgers. And then, but
cheap.
so we ate that the first night. Another little thing about West Virginia, it was kind of sad. I walked in. The first thing when we pulled in, right as we were walking up to the door, I remembered. I was like, oh shit, last time I was here with Cole, we left stuff for the next time we'd be here. And I couldn't remember exactly what we left. So I walk in there and I open the fridge and there's a big ass box of his Coors Banquet beer sitting there.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it. And I look up and there's my root beer sitting there. And then last time we were there, I had been searching like everywhere to try and get some Cutwaters.
Oh,
because
shit.
Cole had his beers and like we had some moonshine. Oh my God, I forgot about the moonshine. Fuck, I forgot to grab that. Anyway, so we had like drinks there, but I was like in my Cutwater phase, and I still love Cutwaters, so I was looking for that to be my thing.
You guys had crazy ass moonshine, didn't you? Like crazy flavored.
There was moonshine that he had made / bought previously from another place, and then also on the way there and back, we would stop at this crazy moonshine place that would they had a distillery in the back.
Yeah.
And then they had like any flavor you could imagine. And it was really good shit. So last time we were there, I think Cole got like a vanilla bean moonshine.
Vanilla bean.
And I got like a mocha moonshine.
Did it taste like coffee though? Or
It tasted like a milkshake, dude. It was so good. Yeah. It was so fucking good. And so yeah, there was moonshine there, but I was looking all over the place for Cutwaters, and I couldn't find them. Even at Sheetz, they didn't have them, and so I like settled for like, what is it called, bootlegger?
Yeah, bootlegger.
That shitty fucking washer fluid looking drink.
Yeah.
And so that was in the fridge, and then I was like, damn, bro, I never got to finish your banquets, and then I turn around and there's like a package of edibles just sitting there. And I was like, oh shit. I turned over to Gabo and I was like, it looks like we have our plan for the night.
There you go.
And there was also like a little dab rig there. I was able to snag that.
Now you can do the dabs.
Right? Oh yeah, shit, I can. You're right.
Yeah.
And so.
Speaking of, this little pen.
But
dude, I miss his laugh. Like,
I know,
for real,
dude.
bro. Like that motherfucker would laugh his ass off, and I loved it, bro. It's so great.
Yeah, it really fucking sucks. And then so I was like doing all right for most of it, and then we spread his ashes.
Yeah.
And everybody kind of walked off. And I walked into like where we would shoot there all the time, and we had this little place like in the woods right by the house.
That's what I want to do is get my gun and us go to Virginia and do that.
It's kind of too late.
Yeah. Well, you're going to go one more time, aren't you?
Well, I'm going one more time to see the woods that was made in his honor. They planted 23
I want to fucking do that. When is that?
Yeah, no, that'll be awesome. We just can't shoot there.
No, I'm not going to shoot there.
But I think it was like friends of the family or like people from the family church or something. They donated money to have little woods made in his honor called Cole's Forest.
Which is the dopest shit.
Oh, yeah, dude. He would fucking love that.
Yeah.
And it's in West Virginia. We're trying to get the coordinates. We're definitely going to go there.
We got to keep that going.
Oh, yeah. We should, like...
What if we made a whole forest, like, of all, like, you know?
Plant a tree every year of our lives, like the friend group and everything. Yeah, that would be sweet. So... What was I... I was talking about going up there one more time, but I can't remember what it was for. Fuck. It wasn't that. Maybe it was that. But, damn.
Party foul.
So... Oh, yeah. So then I walked back into, like, the backyard woods area that we would shoot at.
Yeah.
And I was just, like, looking around, and it all just kind of hit me at once. Like, it stung. Like, it really...
Yeah.
It feels like I've been kind of avoiding the feeling of it. I haven't really been able to feel all of it, and I'm not trying to like bitch and moan here, but like it was weird because that day and then the day we got back, I felt the worst about all of it. Like it was weird. Like it resurrected everything, and just like, not that it's even been long enough to even feel like it's dampened, but like
It's something that never
it
comes
just
clean.
pulled it all fucking out. It was bad. But what really hit me, it may seem silly.
Oh, I'm so glad. I was thinking about that. That's why I pulled over here, okay? And then I was thinking, I was like, wait a minute. This has got to go along with this. And beautifully done. He pulls this out, and it's got fucking bullet holes straight all through it. Short-term parking only.
It just, because I know we shot this together, and it sounds weird, but I was like...
Was it hanging in a tree somewhere, or like...
It was up against a tree like that. But and people can't see it. But I was just like, it just made me think of, like, he lived so fucking...
What was that, 22
ferociously.
or 9? Or
I don't know, bro. We were shooting crazy shit. I don't know.
Holy shit.
But he lived so crazy and fast that, like, that's kind of...
Jeez.
How he, like, it was like a life like that is like, it made me think of the connection of like short-term parking only. It's like you live like that, unfortunately, sometimes you're gonna live for a short time, but you're gonna live the hell out of it. Like it's just, I don't know. And it also,
I see how you're taking it. I see what you're saying now. Yeah.
It made me feel like
it was like almost
his life was just cut off too short.
Yeah.
And it just, like, but I felt like I needed to take this, so I walked out of the woods crying.
I don't want to say like it's a meant. It's not like a meant to be thing, but like it just goes so long that he did pass at a short term, and then you guys have that as a like you guys shot that together, and then
shot a lot of shit
connects in that way. But.
And then I miss,
dude,
I was just grabbing random little.
He was so, like, his stuff, the things he had, I could sit for weeks probably and just fucking, like, days over it. Like, he always had the best, shit.
Yeah, I mean, when I got back from West Virginia and I was having my little depression moment, it fucked me up because literally now this house, his stuff's scattered all over it. Like, I think you can't go a room without seeing something that has that's his in it.
Yeah.
A lot of the birdhouse is from there too.
Yeah, did he make this?
No,
okay.
I have a table that he made in the back.
I knew he was crafty handyman and all that. So
Brad was making fun of me because I just had a bunch of weapons.
Yeah, but that thing is fucking gnarly, dude.
It's a katana. Probably bought it in South Carolina. It's not like a great.
Where's the sheath?
It's in my bag. But
it's badass. It's on the fucking phone like that, though. I like it. That's a good idea.
Yeah. And then, I don't know if people have gotten a good look, but this thing I just had.
Yeah, so we started talking about, it's really just like a part of him, right? Like a thing that, you grabbed and you wanted to have.
This, not necessarily. I was just grabbing shit. I was like, what's cool? Like, what could I know, like, is connected, like, to him or that he had or would have liked? I don't know. Like, my brain was just trying to cling on to stuff to bring home. It's not like I'm trying to, like, oh, this is cool. Like,
yeah.
It's, I don't know, but...
Well, that's why I was wondering if you were done with that story, if there was, like, a story behind it. Like, did you guys go out back and start fucking chopping?
I brought up the whole West Virginia thing because I got this in West Virginia.
Yeah.
This thing is gnarly, though. Dude. Fucking heavy. Hold this.
It looks weighted.
It's a big-ass piece of metal. It's a fucking meat cleaver, dude.
It is a big-ass meat cleaver.
Insane.
How old do you think this thing is?
Old as shit. Like, it's... And me and my dad are gonna sharpen that in the katana.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, it was quite.
Is this like fucking handmade or something?
Probably. It's like there's crazy old stuff there. Like, it's just filled with.
I mean, look at the bottom. How it gets thinner and thinner like that.
There's like tools there that were made in the 1800s. Like, no doubt.
Yeah. Wow.
But on to another note. This is random, but I think it's
a magnet.
I don't even know, dude. It's a little metal bear. Oh. It is magnetic. But I was you ever wake up and just kind of get your brain just not just scrolling through TikToks, but like you'll find a certain TikToker or like a certain creator and something about them, you just spend the first 30 minutes of your day scrolling through their shit. Yeah. I found this guy called like Johnny Fragrance, and he is an extravagant man. Okay. He always is 100% on cocaine. Always dressed in like a button up that's half unbuttoned with his like fucking chest showing, and then like a lightweight like overshirt, like all white outfit. He's wearing it in like every fucking TikTok. Okay. And he's like the master of colognes and fragrances. And so he'll just walk up to people and sniff and be like, "You smell nice."
You smell nice.
And I just got hooked on his shit like all day this morning.
You started walking up to people and going, "You smell nice."
This was today, and I remember it like just, I don't even know why I'm bringing it up necessarily, but I remember like scrolling through his shit, and then like 30 minutes in, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm like, I'm just looking at this this coked out dude just talk about fragrance all day. And he like, because you can tell he's yacked out of his mind because just the kind of guy he is, but also, and like he seems to know what he's talking about with fragrances and shit. He's got his own, but also like every like 3 or 4 videos, you would get to one video where he's just fucking dancing his fucking ass off. He's just like crazy dancing, like fucking,
I just did a line.
Yeah, literally
did a line.
And they're all in the bathroom too, so you can tell he's literally got that "I just did a line" energy. Fuck yeah, and I was like, I was like, what the fuck? I just let this guy zap like 40 minutes of my life.
You don't even need to do the blow. He fucking zaps you on.
He made me want to do some blow. I was like, bro, you're on the beach just getting yacked.
Bro, give me some of that, dude.
And then there's another person that always gets me. There's certain creators this will be a little thing we do for a second. And if you can think of any, bring them up. But here's just like these random, complete, like very strange accounts that will really like captivate me in the mornings. Mm-hmm. There's one, and this isn't funny, but it may sound funny. Like it's this family and their grandpa / dad has Alzheimer's. And it's just about them taking care of him. And there's nothing funny about having Alzheimer's or dementia. That's incredibly sad. Yeah, and it's a heartwarming like thing he's doing. The funny part is that's what I'm looking at for like 45 minutes in the morning. It's just, how's he doing? Like, what's he up to? Like,
gotta keep up with him, make sure he's doing good.
Have you heard of Mr. Pete's? It's really weird, and I don't fully understand it. It's really like depressing stuff. It's like this.
I haven't.
Like this, every upload is like a 30-second cartoon, and it's about the life of this guy named Mr. Pete's.
No, I don't think.
And he's like tired as like he's got like bags under his eyes, and like pretty much every 30-second clip is like his miserable life. Like, what the fuck? Today, Mr. Pete's got fired. He drives home from work only to see that his wife had left him and the rent is overdue.
Oh my god!
That's the end of the episode. The next episode is like, Mr. Pete's has had enough.
And you know the person behind the fucking screen's like, "Oh, this is fucking relatable." Yeah, like.
But it's like the story of his life, and it was like it somehow gets you sad, bro. Like and it's like, bro. Mr. Pete had a strange dream last night, and it's just like a fucking squealing pig, and like.
And you're 30 minutes deep into a depressing fucking state.
Yeah, bro, it like fucks me.
You gotta fucking get out of that one.
Yeah, dude. What's another one?
You gotta find Mr. Happy. He's every day.
I did Johnny Fragrance. Just yacked out of his mind on the beach, bro. You have a nice smell, bro. There was this one video where he walks up to this kid, and he's like, "You smell good. What is that?" And he's like, I don't have anything on at the moment. And he just dips. He's just like, no cologne, I'm not fucking speaking to you. Like,
Oh damn.
he
Okay.
sniffs this kid and he's like, you smell nice. What fragrance? And he's like, he starts to say, I don't have anything. And then he just walks away and he's like, anyway, something fragrance related today. I don't have any fragrance on, just natural body odor, my deodorant. And then like the comment section, it's like, he's like, bro didn't even let him fucking speak.
Yeah.
He's just like, no fragrance, no talk. And then another comment that I liked was like, he just realized that he was sniffing a kid for no reason. Just had to leave.
Damn, got him on that one. Fuck.
But, you know, I dropped the cologne. What cologne do you wear?
Right now I have what's it called? Kenneth Cole.
Kenneth
I have
Cole.
a collection of Kenneth Cole.
Interesting. I've never heard of that one. I dropped mine in the comment section to see if you would say anything about it, because he'll like
It's not
rate
like
'em.
high end. Oh, I smell. I don't know. It's really fucking good. I keep it classy.
I've never had a girl say anything yet. I have, but I haven't. Like, I've never had a girl walk up to me in public and say it smells nice, but I keep getting dudes that work at Chipotle.
Oh
telling me that I
shit.
smell good. But it's Versace Euros Flame or something.
Honestly, like I don't think I've ever had, not to be like a cocky motherfucker, but I don't think I've ever had like a bad cologne. Like I'm really picky on, like I have to either smell it first or
Were you
somehow.
not ever rocking Axe body spray?
When I was like fucking
Okay.
10,
Yeah,
but
okay.
like chocolate was like
I
really
think we
fucking
all
good.
accidentally did that.
That was like when chocolate came out, bro. I rocked the fuck out of that. I remember that.
Yeah, dude. And I just always liked doing colognes. Like, it's like some people neglect that part of your everyday like style or outfit, but I think cologne's a really cool piece of the pie.
But I think that's with anything, man. As a kid, you start out with something, maybe not like the top tier shit, but then you eventually find what.
Oh yeah, you got
are,
to start
you know?
somewhere.
It's
I
like with
love
clothes,
my shit.
fucking cologne, shoes in general. Even my skateboards, bro. I didn't start out with the top tier one. I started out with a little Walmart board, bro.
Bro, those things don't
And
even
I was like-
roll. Those wheels don't even roll. It's crazy.
But I was like fucking what, 4
Yeah.
fucking years old, and then eventually I got to a real board, and that's when it kicked off, bro. And now it's
How long were you skating on a Walmart board?
not long, bro. I mean,
You even, like,
the
did they
girl that
work?
taught me how to skate actually had a real board. I think I remember, bro. She had a blind, I think,
Oh, okay.
skateboard. I can't say I remember and then I think. Okay, so that didn't work out. Right. But I think she had a blind.
I've never
something like
rode
that.
on one of those, but I've like whenever I pass them in the aisles at like Target or Walmart, if you try to roll the wheel,
Baker.
it won't even do a full circle.
I think it was a baker.
I don't remember what my first board was, but I got it at a legitimate skate shop.
But I didn't really start. I mean, she taught me how to ollie and shit, but I didn't start getting into it until I was like 6 or 7, and that's when I really like started kick flipping, ollieing, and fucking.
You know what I've noticed?
Really, like this is what I want to do. Like
Every time this girl always seems so mysterious. Like I don't think I've ever.
I just
heard
think
you
it's
say
so
her
kick
name.
ass. Her name is Katie.
But like, did
Okay,
she?
I'm not
like,
gonna say the
enter
whole
your
name. I'm
life,
gonna bleep
teach
that.
you, and then leave?
I'll tell you a story. When I was younger, we moved to London. My parents got a house in London, Ohio.
London, Ohio. yeah. You were about to. I was like,
Yeah.
that even got me for a second.
I got you. Not England. Fucking okay. So London, Ohio, and they ended up. I think. I'm young, so I don't know really all what happened. But they ended up splitting, and my mom had a friend that she worked with there. We ended up moving with them, and so that's where this girl comes along, because the girl was the daughter of the friend, okay? And she liked skateboarding. She was into all that shit,
The girl was the daughter of your mom's friend.
Yeah, that we live with. So she kind of put me on. We started rollerblading first, though. So we were jumping. Like, I was jumping people on rollerblades at, like, fucking 5,
Thank
6
God you
years
didn't
old.
go down the rollerblade.
I don't even know exactly what fucking age it was. It was
Imagine
young, bro.
How much would change of both of our lives if you
Yeah.
were rollerblading instead of skateboarding? Because you taught me how to dress at first. I don't think you would have taught me shit about dressing if you were
Rollerblade.
rollerblading. You'd be like, first you got to get yourself some good knee pads.
Yeah, those and elbow pads, motherfucker. But then she had a skateboard or something like that. I don't know, quote me. I don't know exactly what happened, but I picked that up, man, and she taught me how to ollie or showed me tricks and shit, and I just
My main thing that I bring it up for is it seems just so cryptic. Like, I heard that she taught you how to skateboard, But like after that and before that, I've heard nothing about this girl. Like it seems like she was just specifically there to teach,
no.
like a samurai that was like there to teach you the ways of skateboarding.
Well, not even just her
and then
being
she
a
just
girl,
like
but,
evaporated. And
just the fact that she gave me that like quality in my life, you know, that I'm able to skate, bro. Like just because of her, I am, because that, you know, on your own, like an ollie is fucking hard, and like her at such a young age too was like you know, like she didn't, you know, force me into it, but I fell in love with it, bro, and I've stuck with it ever since. I mean, like not as I used to ride a skateboard every fucking day 24/7, bro. It was something to get out of my head. Like it was something like I didn't feel like I was here on earth when I rode a skateboard, or when I do still to this day, bro. It's just something different.
It forces you to not think about what's like eating you up inside. Bro, like you have to think about your next move on the board.
And something that really kicks you on your fucking feet and tells you to get back up and keep going, bro. That is something right there, bro. I've fallen and I've broken ankles. I've fucking fucked my fucking self up so many times, got right back on and just kept going. And that's motivation, bro. That's
dude. I mean, skateboarding, you can't be like, you can't be half in it, really, because it's gonna beat the hell out of you,
bro,
as you learn. Like you have to. I think that's why it's such a powerful, like, culture, because it's people who really learned a lot about themselves through the learning curve of learning how to skateboard, like learning how to stick with something and be diligent and to like literally fall down and get back up.
Yeah.
Like learning a trick, you're gonna have to hurt yourself before you're gonna get good or anywhere close to it.
But dude, she's badass, bro, and shout out to her, bro. Katie, dude, she
When's the last time you heard from her?
I mean, I have her on Instagram. I mean, she still lives in London, I think, but I haven't seen her in, I think when Mom got with Ronnie, bro, I was 2009, we left.
Okay.
9 or 10, we moved to Worthington.
So you haven't talked to her since you were like 9 or 10? Holy
Well, no, I've talked to her, like, I would say in 2017, 18.
But just like a check-in?
Yeah, like, hey, how's it been? What's up? What's new? Or
pretty crazy.
Actually, I remember, it was 2018, 2019. It was when I had the Acura, I think, is the last time I talked to her. Because she was like, yo, is that a, certain type of car? And I was like, no, it's my Acura, it's my new car. And we kicked it off for a little bit.
It's always crazy because
caught up on
the
shit.
People that'll be
I didn't mean
in
kicked
your
it off,
life.
Caught up.
The people that'll be in your life, like, for a certain amount of time, but then as you grow up and like keep moving forward, like for better or worse, like not a bad thing, but like they just kind of cease to be around so much.
Yeah.
And then like they could have played such an important role at one point, but like later on, not that you forget they were even there, but like it's almost like they're just not around anymore. Have you ever heard of Arab, the
brand
YouTuber?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
so this is pretty crazy and random. As you can tell, not a whole lot of preparation in today's episode, just kind of going off the dome. Yeah. But Arab is this YouTuber. He's most famous for an interview he did with a cartel hitman. He goes around different cultures, different places, and goes into like the places you don't want to be and tries to like, kick it with the fucking cartel. And like he went to Jamaica and like went to the impoverished areas and like tried to be cool with like the locals there and the time he interviewed a cartel hitman, he like interviewed him and like lived with the cartel for like a few weeks and shit. So I heard about him a few weeks ago or maybe a month ago and watched his interview he did with the hitman. It was pretty fucking insane. One of the funny things is the whole time he's interviewing him, he's got his arm like around him like this. Like they're sitting on a couch and he's not got his arm around him, but he, like, how you can have your arm up on the couch.
Yeah.
And like bro was like talking to him, interviewing him. He ends up like finding out, not even through the guy, but through the people who pay him, that like he's actually a hitman that gets paid in like meth to kill people.
Okay.
Mostly meth, and then like a little bit of money to live on. But like he was trying to humanize the hitman and shit. It was a crazy video. They end up, you can pay for a version, it's like the full version, and they like smoke meth together.
Really?
Yeah, it was insane. So I watched that video.
Did you pay for it?
I want to, but I can't find it.
Fuck.
I can't find it's like on a website. But it was just weird. It's weird how the world works because I watched that video and then I was like some guy I played DayZ with, I was talking about him to that guy. And then like we've been like since then we've like I kind of like made friends with him and a couple of his friends. So we had this group chat and we like will joke around about that video every now and then.
Okay.
About like, oh, he'll be like, oh, I'm gonna pay to see him smoke meth. Like, but then I see on my feed that he just recently has been like kidnapped in Haiti, and like he tried to do another kind of interview. Like he tried to recapture that lightning in a bottle by going and interviewing like a crazy gang lord leader hitman dude, but in Haiti this time.
Okay.
But this time the fucking gang kidnapped him.
Yeah, they weren't having
like
it.
$2 million ransom.
Holy shit.
And there was like headlines that were made that like he was kidnapped and they were trying to like get him home. He ended up. So I was like, well, that's crazy. Like I didn't even know about him like a month ago, and now like this shit's happening, and I actually know who it is. So it's like weird. But then they like, I guess he like got out somehow, which always confused me. How like somebody who's getting held captive and like kidnapped, like it's rare that they get out without paying money. Maybe they did pay money, but he actually was able to get out somehow.
Maybe.
And then fucking as he's trying to leave the country, like leave Haiti, they held him back from leaving because, like the country did, because of an old video he made talking down about Haiti.
Oh, shit.
So he's still stuck in Haiti, but he's like escaped from his captives or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's also weird because I've always had this like little theory that if I hear about somebody like an underground artist or like a YouTuber like him or something, it's like they're either just blowing up as I hear about them or they're about to blow up. Like it feels like.
How'd they even find that though? That he was hating on Haiti one time.
I don't know. I mean, I guess like it probably made headlines that was happening, that he had been kidnapped, and then was like making news about like
someone was like, "Yo!"
And then when he goes to leave the country, they know who this guy is. They've already done a little bit of information, like research, and then as he's leaving to try and cross the border, they probably did just a little bit more, and then found like a recent post he made, and he was just talking about how like. I think he was talking about like how it's dangerous and the people there deserve better or something, and then like the country like was like fuck that shit. Now you're stuck here, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it was crazy. Do you ever feel like I'll hear about a rapper and be like, oh, this guy's music is crazy, and then I just like it feels like the next couple of weeks is like he blows up.
Like I've had times where I've been like DaBaby, and DaBaby is blown up now, you know. And
I remember you were the first person that told me about DaBaby.
But he's been in he's been in multiple.
Like he would
songs.
like you. Are you saying like you realized that the person that you listen to now was actually featured in an old song that you listened to way before? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And I'm like, damn, I've known of DaBaby that whole fucking time.
I don't know how to explain it. It's like
or like
even a recent streamer. Like I started watching his shit and he was like relatively small, and then in the couple of months since I started watching him, he's like his following has doubled.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm on that part of like an algorithm where it's like
or Triplin. Right?
Yeah, you were the first person to tell me about him too.
There was a song I went back to and he produced it. Produced the song.
You know what pisses me off?
What?
April Fool's Day promotion posts. That shit gets me every fucking time.
My favorite April Fool's thing this year I seen was Adam 22's post.
I didn't see that one. What was it? That's a good one, Marquise. That's good podcast thinking. Your favorite April Fool's Day post. What was his shit?
Let me show you what he posted.
Did you see Eminem's?
No.
Oh, great. We'll tell each other.
Okay, sounds good.
It got me for a split second. I was pissed, bro. And I was in a bad mood. Like April 1st for me was a bad day. Right. My first ever gay scene. Oh, God. No way.
It's on April 1st, right?
No.
Is it real?
They did a whole photo shoot. I've dreamed of what it would be like to shoot with one of the bros and live my truth. It would be that guy, too. That's crazy. Okay. That's fucked. Okay. So Eminem's. So Eminem, have we talked about this on the podcast or with each other? His album's confirmed to be coming out soon.
Yeah. Okay.
Dr. Dre said it, which means it's the truth.
The doctor.
This motherfucker. I think I mentioned this on the podcast. I'm kind of pissed because he'll post shit that's like a cool promotional video that looks all like, oh, this is some cool shit. And then like you watch the 30 seconds of it and then you end up finding out it's for like a fucking collection of clothes for his merch. And that should be bugging me. Like, oh, like you watch like this crazy video like hyping something up and then at the end of it it's like the 25th anniversary of the Slim Shady LP. It's like, fuck. So this motherfucker, Eminem on April Fools, posts this shit. I'll show you, bro. And I was in a bad mood this day. I was fucking all sad.
He said, "No, this is not fucking true. This is not. No." Oh fuck. He even put "out now" in the comments.
Yeah. He's like quote unquote announcing a new album.
Yeah.
Here, let me rewatch this really quick. Yeah, so like opens up with all these. It says "out now" is the caption.
Yeah.
And then it's a bunch of comments on the screen of like, Marshall dropped the album, Eminem dropped the album.
Drop the fucking
Drop
album
it now, and then it like goes, and then quickly you start to realize, oh, this shit's fake because it's like the corny like trailer voice guy, and then it's Infinite 2.
Yeah.
You never. But yeah, dude, that shit pissed me off. 'Cause
Well,
for a split
There you
second,
go.
Eminem, I'm such a fan, bro. That like if I saw other April Fool's Day posts, I was not tricked by them. But just because I get so hyped at an Eminem release, I'm like, what? Really?
Yeah, yeah.
And then like I'm like, oh,
Bro, and then you're like, "Fuck!"
the only reason that makes it okay is that it's actually coming out soon.
And it's Eminem.
I've said it already, but Baby Tron's gonna be on there.
Yeah.
I know he will.
Yeah.
Which will be crazy. I'm not even a huge Baby Tron fan, but like,
Bro, I woke up this morning. Okay, back to what you were talking about. You get on, your social media and then you get stuck into and watching shit. But I was watching this song he fucking came out with, and he's just like
Baby Tron.
dissing the shit out of his like ex or something like that in a way, and it's so funny with like the lyrics and the words he was using, bro. And it's just like, bro, he really killed that shit. I was just
imagine being the ex of a crazy rapper.
Yeah.
Not a crazy rapper, but like a good rapper, bro.
I mean, that just like shitting on her, like, oh, basically, like, I wouldn't be shit, and now look at me, like,
Yeah, dude.
And he's just like, I hope your new is making as much money as me, or something like that, bro. I'm like, oh, shit.
You never want to be the ex of a successful person. You never want to be that shitty ex that didn't believe in the person that's now thriving. That's the worst person to be.
So even if you're an ex, always believe.
Be a good ex.
Be a good ex.
Be a believing ex.
Never know. You could be back in the game.
Just trust.
Nah.
That if you're a bad ex, then people working towards a goal or a dream, they keep you in the back of their head.
You don't want to be that
battery
shitty one.
pack. Just so that when they do succeed, they can fucking drop a nuclear bomb of success on your
The hardest
floor.
song of the year.
Or like anything. Like, bro, best believe there's people in my life when everything starts working out and everything goes smoothly, best believe
He's going to do a whole collection.
there's going to be people that have to just eat the exhaust smoke of my Aston Martin. They have to going to find them, and I'm just going to make them see how stupid they are, bro.
Is it worth it at that point?
The haters, bro. Fuck
Is it
the
worth it
haters.
at that point? You just keep
No,
on.
because you got to use the haters as battery fuel for your success. bro, you need to
You need the gas to
shove
start your
the
car,
haters.
so you need the haters to keep it going.
shove the haters in your engine and use them as combustion fuel stuff.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the day. Bro, one of the best, this was one of my favorite little hater moments. I wish, like, if I could tweak a few things, like, switch people, like, I don't know whose moment this was. I don't know if it was my moment or Colin's moment, but it was cool regardless. There was this time, this was one of my favorite high school memories, and we might end after this, but it was one of my favorite high school memories. I had a Jawbone speaker, and it was loud as fuck. It was a really cool speaker, and it was like a big brick. Mm-hmm. And for the whole day, I was a dickhead in high school. I did crazy shit. I was a rebellious teenager.
Fucking rebel.
And I really, I would be really cool and nice to certain teachers, but if a certain if there's a teacher that like doesn't like me or is rude to me, or I don't like them or they don't like me, type shit, then you're on my hit list, and I will live to piss you off. Back then, so throughout the day, I had the speaker in my backpack, and I would from time to time like play loud ass music in my backpack. People started to get word that I had the speaker. And then at like release, like the last class of the day, I started getting a playlist together, like to walk out through the halls and into the bus lobby and then leave with. Like, I didn't know what was going to happen, but I was hoping. So this was like 2015, 2016. So you already know I had hits. Like there was like Hate to Be Sober by Chief Keef.
Oh, dude. Hate to Be Sober.
Yeah, and like, what was it? Like some crazy little Uzi song that was really good at the time. Just like bangers. Back-to-back bangers. And from the second I walked out of my classroom, I'm not exaggerating, guys. Like, there were, like, everybody was already kind of walking my way to get to where, like...
He's not fucking exaggerating,
everybody
guys.
was, like, going to the same exit, pretty much.
Yeah.
But
now,
everybody
has
out,
to leave.
the music's playing, and I had, like, a fucking, like, parade of people behind me just going crazy to the music. Like, people were hype about it. And that's nothing, like, I'm not trying to say, like, I'm some shit or something. It was just, like, the music was being played at the right volume at the right time. And I hyped, like, everybody was hyped. And so I just got this, like, crazy crowd, like, behind me and in front of me just going to the music. And we go through the whole school. And by the time I get, like, to the exit doors, teachers are pissed. Like, principals are mad that fun's being had. Like,
you got fucking speakers banned.
Motherfuckers are angry.
Yeah.
And so I get to the door and I see like, what's his name? Not Scully. Gordon. Gordon was on my ass.
Gordon Ramsay.
He was trying to get he was like the what's it called? Not the principal, but like the principal's
dean.
The dean. And the dean was on my ass, like trying to get to me, but I was fast walking.
Did you say the principal's bitch?
Yeah. And so I was like, I knew he was trying to get me. I used to feel like I was like Jason Bourne with the teachers. I'd be like, no, fuck, you're not gonna get me, bro.
Not today, motherfucker.
I was trying to dodge him, and I can see him angry walking. He's like, I'm gonna tell this kid what's up.
Oh, bro, I can already see the strut.
Yeah, he was like,
I'm coming to get you
over here.
I got the papers on deck.
Music's bumping. Well, he didn't know.
Detention.
It was the perfect chain of events. I had Colin there to pick me up in his Challenger.
Oh, I remember this shit.
He killed it. I walk up I see him. He fucking skirts into the fucking parking lot, probably pisses him off even more.
That's when you're on go.
And then I'm like, all right, hop in the car. Music's still playing. Gordon walks into the window, tries to yell at people, tries to yell at us. Window rolls up. Just fucking skirts off in the Challenger, and we were out, bro. It felt so good. Not the combination of everybody being hype about the music. I love music to begin with. People were fucking with it.
I blame my music in any type of car.
Pissing off the right people and then dipping on the right people in a cool ass car with your bro.
How was the next day though?
The next day, bro, I got suspended. No, I got suspended so much in high school, dude. It's like,
Dude, I remember when they would smell my fingers to make sure I wasn't smoking.
smell my fingers, bro.
I'm like, bro, I had a vape. I just wiped my ass.
Bro, one of those days.
So thank you.
If I knew there was smell on my fingers every day, you already know I'm gonna have my girl come over in the morning. That's not smoke.
That's a smoke. Bro, no, hell no.
Oh my god.
That's a smoke you're giving him, bro, because he's about to be pissed after you smell that.
Oh my god.
Seafood, cucumber ass.
Ew, dude, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Non-wash hand for 4 hours.
Ooh.
Shit.
Yeah. Shit, dude. High school was fun.
Oh fuck! I remember a story of someone was smoking in the bathroom. So we had like an upstairs to our school, and like one of the bathrooms were on the corner of the school upstairs, and there's a stairway to go all the way down. So this bathroom also had windows where you could open it. And when someone was smoking in there at the time that I was in there, and I literally wasn't smoking, like I didn't want to smoke.
I swear,
I was
guys.
gonna be a lookout for them. Bro, so they're sitting there, and I'm sitting in the fucking stall, and one of the
You're gonna look out from the stall. How are you looking out in the stall?
well, in a sense, when they walk in, I was gonna do like a sound or something, because you can't really hear when the door opens.
You were like in the hall type shit, and you were gonna knock on the door.
No, I was gonna make a noise. Yeah, like a shit or something. And so it worked, bro. But the way we got caught, bro, is the noise. Just the noise in general.
Really? He was like,
come on. You think because you're fake shitting that I think you're not right?
oh, fuck.
Bro, it was like, because he ditched the cigarette and everything was smooth.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, the noise, man. I knew it gave it away, man. You should have thought of something else clever to make sure it wouldn't.
Bro, do you remember like the fucking heart, like thumping feeling you would get skipping class or like trying to avoid teachers?
Skipping lunch
breaking
and then getting a
rules?
truancy for it.
Bro, and like,
Yeah, I
you
remember.
remember we would walk from the school to this house because it's so close.
Skipping lunch.
And we would be like, it's like DayZ type shit. Like we would be looking for cop cars and like just like we would be so sneaky. Oh, let's take this
at
route.
the gas station and shit sometimes.
Bro, you remember when we saw Gordon?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, dude, we were crossing one time and we seen our dean just drive by and he looks at us like, "Oh, you motherfuckers are caught." We're like,
Yeah.
"Shit."
He's like, get back to the school.
Dude, one time, and this is just turning into like fucking high school memories episode, but one time I got suspended. This is possibly one of the dumber things I've ever gotten suspended for.
You used to get suspended a
A
lot.
lot. Because like I said, if I didn't like you as a teacher, and believe me, there were teachers that I like had the utmost respect for. I was not just a dick to everybody. But there were
almost
also
everybody.
teachers. There were also teachers that clearly did not like me or were clearly shitty.
Yeah.
And I would give them all of the shit.
Fight everybody on the hat thing, first of all.
All of the shit. Yes. I would wage mental war with you.
Everybody had
And it nothing. And
I think there was a thing going around when your dad like got that passed. Like the teachers were talking about like how you fought against it.
oh, teachers. There were teachers that loved me for it and teachers that hated me for it.
Yeah.
And there were like kids that
I can't believe
like,
this
oh, he did that because he's special. I was like, no, I did that because I'm literally just that guy. No, but,
I'm him.
yeah, literally.
No, that's me, bro.
But there was this one time I got suspended because I was leaving school at the proper time.
Yeah.
And I hit my Juul. So there was a door to leave the school. You walk out that door, you're outside of the school. You go up the steps, and now you're on the sidewalk in front of the school.
Yeah.
I like put the Juul in my mouth walking out the door. Like, and up towards.
Like just holding it, or did you hit it?
No, like, so I had like, they had a camera.
Yeah.
And they saw me walk to the exit, and literally, like, I didn't put it in my mouth until I had, like, already opened the door to walk through it. I didn't exhale smoke until I was outside of the building. But they got me just doing this. Like, as I'm walking out,
You're still on property.
I'm walking out. I open the door. They got it going into my mouth. No smoke, not anything, but it was of me leaving, putting it into my mouth.
Bro, that's like me getting caught when I was sitting outside.
They suspended me for smoking on school grounds.
Yeah, same.
I was like, bro, are you kidding? At the end of the day, you're going to suspend me because you saw me.
Okay, so you remember those little cubbies you could go into on the side of the building? It was like where the gym was. Dude, I was sitting in there kind of hiding, bro. Just hitting my vape. And then, like, real quick. And then all of a sudden, like, Gordon just comes around the corner. And he's like, come on. Give me that.
And bro, didn't it piss you off? Because it seemed like some of them loved catching you.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
they loved catching.
There's certain, and this is what I would fight against so much, is the kind of people that you get the vibe, it's like a bad cop. Like, you get the vibe that they got the job that they have. And, like, one of the things they enjoyed the most was, like, getting kids caught or in trouble or, like, being above the kids.
Bro, do you really think about it? They're all one team, like, coming together to try and, like they're right, dude. It's a school. They're literally like, it's like they're four, and they gotta fucking like.
Because like, there's some people who are like just trying to have school run smoothly and like don't break the rules and be a shithead. But then there's other people who are like, I'm going to make sure if you even kind of break the rules.
The kings, and then you have the fucking little gestures. What are they called?
Gestures. Gestures. Not gestures.
And then you have the fucking...
There was one time I was on the phone, and I was walking down the hallway, and I passed this teacher, and I was talking to someone on the phone. And I swear I was saying this to the person on the phone. I was like,
You did not.
Fuck up.
You did not.
He's walking past me. I'm walking past him. I'm on the phone. I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. And then the teacher looks at me. He's like, you talking to me?
Oh, he got you on that. He was
bro... But here's the thing. I'm such a little rebellious shit.
You should.
I looked at it for a second. And I was like,
"Shut the fuck up."
I was like, maybe. I didn't even try and like fix. I was like, I don't know.
I don't know, bro.
But then I like held the phone up.
Wait a minute.
I held the phone up. I was like, maybe. And then he like, I think like, he ended up getting me in trouble for that.
Bro, it would have been great if you just went. If you looked down and just went. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. What's the craziest thing you've ever said to a teacher? I'm trying to think. Because I know I've said some gems.
My nose is like going wild. It's like a hair in my head.
Dude.
I
still can't believe I've caught some teachers lacking. Like the Hitler thing was crazy.
That was wild.
The atheist thing was crazy. Yeah, dude.
I don't know, man.
There was some crazy times. But what are they doing to the school now?
Dude, they're building like a fucking shit ton of
It looks so much bigger.
Dude, it is. It's like fucking 3 levels now. I don't even know.
And the thing that sucks about that is like I haven't had a chance to like go back and walk those halls.
Yeah, we tried one time and they're like, nah.
I think by now we could probably pull it off. But we won't be able to go back there and reminisce on shit.
No, because it's going to be all different.
It's completely different.
Yeah. I remember I used to sit in that fucking area that used to be there.
Yeah. I remember when this was only 2 stories.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit's huge now. I thought they were just building like an extra wing onto it.
Me too.
I think they're like And where are people going to school? Like there's not people in there. Where are they going?
There's not?
There's no way. I haven't looked closely at it, but when you drive by, it looks like there's no way there's people going to school there. For people who don't know, our high school is being completely remodeled, like rebuilt. I don't think there's no way that they can get people in there.
How long has that school been there?
Oh, shit. What, like, isn't it like 1807 or 1823?
I thought it was 1803, right?
We might be thinking of...
No, that's when Worthington was yeah.
How old is Thomas?
It's 18-something.
Worthington High School.
It's named after Thomas, right?
Oh, shit. We were way off.
1934.
1952. Yeah, we were thinking of... the Worthington, I think, is 1803.
Crazy.
Which is... Yeah, because that fucking graveyard over there, you can literally, like, look at people that, like, built the first buildings here. Like, homie died when he got off the horse here. Like... Oh my God,
that's
dude.
Crazy.
I remember, I wish I would have paid more attention, but do you remember like learning about the actual history of like Worthington? One of my classes we were taught about like what like the settlers that came here and like where they came from and shit.
That's kind of crazy because it's its own little fucking.
I would be more interested about that today than I probably was when it happened, like in school, because that does sound kind of interesting. I want to.
It does. I want to know now too. I'm intrigued now. Fuck.
I wish I would have gotten to do polyrad. I wanted to do political radicalism. That class. Did you go to that class?
No, I didn't.
It's like where they'll bring like a fucking Klans member in, and you have to hear from their point of view, or like bring like
you can fight against them.
like a super Christian, and like they bring like super radical people in, and you have to like fight for their point or fight against their points.
Ooh.
Cole went to that class, and he would tell me about how like when they I think they did bring like I don't know if it was a Klans member, but it was something along those lines. And people lost their shit. Like, people got so angry, understandably.
Oh, yeah, understandably. For sure.
Yeah, it was just crazy, dude.
That's just why they did that.
But I live for that crazy shit. Yeah. Just hearing about it.
That would be sweet. I think it'd be cool.
What time are we at?
Bro, I couldn't even tell you. I haven't even been paying attention.
I had to shave.
Face. You're fucking asshole.
My asshole,
fucking
bro.
Starving. let's DoorDash some food, bro. We're at 9 hours and 32 seconds.
I would be shocked, bro.
Looks like we're hitting 114, my guy.
Really? Oh shit. Okay, I thought we were at I thought we were like an hour and 50.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to bring up was I would love it if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe. No.
Always.
No. I need you guys. You guys never fucking comment, and it really pisses me off.
Oh, bro.
But
don't get mad about that.
Can you guys put in the comments any song recommendations for this runway show? Because I think I have it nailed.
I think it's. I don't want to do that. I don't. Dude, I literally got chills from every song that fucking.
Because I think I had the idea to bring this up on the pod, and then I tweaked it literally as you got here today, and I am happy with it.
I think it's perfect, like beautiful for what it.
Because like we got the songs. The quick little rundown of the runway is like the show is inspired by the idea that like people, like artists or even people just in general, they never get their full due or their respect or appreciation or their flowers until they're gone. And when they're gone, like a perfect example is like a musician. When they die, their music doubles in popularity. Like you've seen it, we've all seen it.
Yeah.
With Pop Smoke, with Juice WRLD, with Mac Miller, with anybody. And so why the fuck do we have to wait till somebody's gone to truly appreciate their worth and to give them their flowers and to like see the value in their creativity and what they do? And that goes for just anybody. Even if they're not a creative or artist, like give them their flowers while they're here to get them. And so that's the idea behind this runway show, and it's in honor of Cole and Stone.
Yeah.
So it's also it's kind of also about like loving people while you've got them, and like remembering those that we've lost. So the way that I'm trying to portray that through a runway show without going too crazy about it, because I talked about the original draft idea I had originally, but now where it's at, the short version of it is pretty much models are gonna walk when they hit the midpoint or like front center stage. There's gonna be a pile of roses. They'll take a moment of silence or a moment of inner silence or peace, and I'm going to instruct models to kind of, think about somebody that they love that's here now or that unfortunately they've lost. And for about 5 to 10 seconds, they'll be taking a knee, and then as they get up and continue walking, they will bring a flower with them. And we're hoping to do that, and then with the flower, it would get handed out to like one of the vendors or somebody in the audience. And so every model will get a flower and do that like knee and moment of silence. And so we've been figuring out the music that we want to play behind all of that.
Yes.
The track list, if you will. And I think Marquise and I really nailed it down today because I had a few songs that I was playing around with and thinking about using. I took out a couple and added a couple, and now where we're at right now, the way that the music is going to be in order and everything, it feels perfect because
it is perfect.
Not only does it transition from like an eerie, depressing, dark vibe to a more uplifting and upbeat vibe, and it transitions smoothly from song to song, but also like each song almost represents the stages of grief, which I think is really cool. Like,
I need that playlist though, because that's a good starting playlist, bro, as well.
Well, I mean, the way it is now, we need to shave 2 minutes, so we can't. If we add a song, we need to take one out, or only use like half of one or something. But I don't want to spoil it all.
No,
but I'll say that it's got a bunch of different vibes on there. And it's going to open up with euthanasia. And just to explain like how each song like kind of represents the stages of grief, euthanasia is such a it's a dark, numb, like sad song. The song itself is about fucking dying fucked up pretty much. But if you listen to certain themes in the song, it's like, that numb feeling, that like shock. And so I'm thinking like euthanasia is that song for right when the person goes, and it's like that feeling of it not being real, and that feeling of just being like numb to it, and you don't even know how to feel but like broken. And it's just so fucking, I wish I could play it, but YouTube's got to be playing.
We can put a little part in 30 seconds.
Wait a second. On Spotify, are we allowed to do music on Spotify, or is it?
I think it's the same thing.
Okay.
No matter what copyright, you can have at least 30 seconds of something.
By the way, if you made it this far, we are on Spotify now, officially.
Yeah, check it out.
We released a Spotify exclusive clip and the first episode, the episode that just came out last week is on Spotify, and we will continue to release every episode on there. 4K on YouTube, but...
Why am I yawning?
Yeah, so you think euthanasia is just also such a vibe. It's cinematic.
My armpits. But euthanasia would be...
The only thing only thing that triggers me a bit is that like, but then again, fuck the norms. But normally I think a runway doesn't have songs with a lot of words in it. That's why I tried to go with some of the songs later on in the track list.
It works out perfectly, though. Yeah,
I think it'll be really cool. But the thing is, just to let you guys in on a little thing, is like where, like I said before, I think it's like it's a runway at the Schottenstein Center Arena, and I guess you could say it's being produced or hosted by the Columbus Fashion Council. Like there's like a couple of it's not just Scheuneman contacted the arena and like it's just like our thing only. Like we're a part of something, but like we're only there. It's like one of two brands that are gonna do a runway show, so it's exclusive and like it's still like kind of like our show. But it's also there's people that we need to okay stuff with, and I need you guys to cross your fingers and pray with me that these people allow us to do what we want to do. The only concern being that like that small tweak of like having those roses there and allowing them to be there and to be picked up and for the knee and the moment of inner peace and everything. Like, it's not a huge ask. Hey, Columbus Fashion Council, do you guys mind if instead of doing a runway show, we just get on there and put a mic up to a fart for 10 minutes straight? I want to shit on stage for 10 minutes.
How do you even do that?
But no, seriously, I'm excited. It's gonna be cool. I got a lot of people that want to come.
Me too.
You said come? Everybody wants to come. Everybody I've ever talked to wants to come.
Just come everywhere.
I've never. No, just at the Scheuneman Center.
Okay.
Who doesn't want to come at the Scheuneman Center?
Who really doesn't want to come to the Scheuneman Center?
To the Scheuneman Center, not at.
Oh. You come on the Scheuneman Center?
I'm gonna come on stage.
Okay.
At the Scheuneman Center. That's another thing. I don't know.
Fucking head.
I don't know if they're gonna allow. Like I don't know the whole plan. Am I gonna be able to come on stage and speak about the show? I don't know how that typically goes. What are you doing over there? I think we have to end the show. It's falling down into utter chaos.
My hoodie's caught in the fucking wheel of the fucking thing.
But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like, comment, and subscribe.
And show up to the Scheuneman Center and watch a fucking beautiful
runway show. Catch
April
some
20th,
drip, some fashion.
2024.
April 20th. 2 p.m. Get there early. And it'll be a great time. Show up and you can say hi and you can enjoy the show. See what we've been talking about. We would love for you guys to be in attendance. I'll try and get a link for tickets. Put it in the
Don't get too
description
high.
soon. I mean, it's early in the day, so
can.
before you guys get so stoned,
Don't
you can
get too high. I mean, get too high, but don't get too high. I mean, if you want to get too high, then get too high, but don't get too high. But like, high.
Or before you get high, you can let us uplift you with this beautiful show, and then as you're uplifted, you're already kind of high, so you can get more high and then celebrate in fashion.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah.
Get it? All right. Love you. Ciao.